Hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, namaskaram, vanakkam. Welcome to Tabon Sandhya Sangam Zoom show this evening, 3rd of December 2023. This is our show number 101, and we propose about a both shows as we go along. The whole thing is that bhaiya, sabse bada rupaiya. காசேதான் கடவுளடா அது கடவுளுக்கும் தெரியுமடா. Money, 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 money. Money is honey. But is money really honey? If you want money to be really honey, be objective to money, otherwise you could have problems. Well, what kind of problem we could have? How objective should be with money? We will get to know straight from the horse's mouth a bit from now as the guest speaker this evening, Mr. Mohan Krishnan joins from Chennai. Welcome to the show, Mohan Dao. But as usual, begin the show with a prayer followed by the guest introduction. And after the guest speaker takes over, and on its completion, we'll have an open session wherein we all can put our views, observation, comments, feedback, even ask questions to the guests. Will be more than happy to answer. And finally, we'll wrap it up with a summary and vote of thanks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's kickstart the show. Having up first is the prayer. Mrs. Meenalochini Narayana Swami will sing the prayer for us. Meenalochini Mami, kindly go ahead.
அனவரதமும் எங்கள் அருகிருந்தருள் தரும் அன்னையை பாடிடுவோம். ஓம் என்று அன்புடன் பாடிடுவோம். கனிந்து கடற்கரையில் காட்சி தந்தருளும் கன்னியை பாடிடுவோம். ஓம் என்று கௌரியை பாடிடும். ஓம் அழைக்கும் முன் வருவாள், அருள்வரம் தருவாள். அழைக்கும் முன் வருவாள், அருள்வரம் தருவாள். அர்ச்சனை செய்ய செய்ய அகம் மிக மகிழ்வாள். அமலையை பாடிடுவோம். ஓம் என்று அன்புடன் பாடிடுவோம். அடியவர் விரும்பிய அனைத்தையும் கொடுப்பாள். அகிலாண்டேஸ்வரி ஆறுதல் அளிப்பாள். அம்மையை பாடிடுவோம். ஓம் என்று அனுதினம் பாடிடுவோம். நிலவை அணிந்தவளாம், நிகரற்றிருப்பவளாம், நிர்குணானந்தமய நீலயதாட்சி என்னும் நிமலையை பாடிடுவோம். ஓம் என்று நினைந்து கொண்டாடிடுவோம். கருணையே புரிபவள், கானத்தால் மகிழ்பவள். கருணையே புரிபவள், கானத்தால் மகிழ்பவள். கண்ணுதலை தழுவும் காஞ்சி காமாட்சி என்னும் தாயினை பாடிடுவோம். ஓம் என்று தாளமிட்டாடிடுவோம். வீரம் நாமத்தாளே அசைவிலும் அணுவிலும் அண்ட சராச்சரத்தும் ஆடல் புரிபவளே அருளென பாடிடுவோம். ஓம் என்று அகம் கசிந்தாடிடுவோம். சர்வமங்களமும் தா சக்தி ராஜேஸ்வரி. சர்வமங்களமும் தா சக்தி ராஜேஸ்வரி. சங்கீத லோலே பாலே ஸ்ரீ சக்கரநாயகி அருளென பாடிடுவோம். ஓம் என்று அனைவரும் பாடிடுவோம். அனவரதமும் எங்கள் அருகிருந்தருள் தரும் அன்னையை பாடிடுவோம். ஓம் என்று அன்னையை பாடிடுவோம்.
Thank you, Rochini Mami. That was a wonderful rendition of the prayer. Giving perfect start to the evening show. Now you can sit back, relax, and get to know how you should be objective with money, as will be demonstrated to us by a guest speaker, Mr. Mohan Krishnan. Last week we had uh, Dr. Sampath Rajan as a guest speaker who spoke to us on human values. Let's have a listen to what he said last week.
ஒரு அஸ்திரங்கிறது stays as it is, but நம்ம perception of what should be values has been changing. Definite. இப்போ பெரியவர் சங்கராச்சாரியார் சொல்றார், ஒருத்தர் போய் கேட்கிறார், இந்த மாதிரி உலகத்துல இவ்வளவு கஷ்டம் நடக்கிறது, எவ்வளவு பாவம் நடக்கிறது, ஒண்ணுமே அதை பத்தி யாருமே எதுவுமே பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறா அப்படின்னு he makes a point to somebody. அவர்கிட்ட கேட்கிறார். அவர் சொல்றார், நீ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் உன்னோட கர்மா ஒழுங்கா பண்ணியா? நம்ம ஒழுங்கா பண்ணிருக்கோமா? நம்ம பிஃபோர் பிளேமிங் அதர்ஸ் டு சே இது நன்னா இல்ல, அது சரியில்லை, இங்க கரப்ஷன் இருக்கு, இங்க கொலை ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கு, இங்க திங்ஸ் ஆர் நாட் ஒர்க்கிங் அவுட் வெல் சொல்றோமே தவிர, have we done ourselves goodness? காட்டால எழுந்து ஒரு சந்தியா வரணுமோ, வாட் எவர் இட் இஸ். அவர் சொல்ற, உனக்குன்னு ஒரு கர்மா இருக்கு. have you done that properly? கிடையாது. இல்ல நான் ஃபாரின்ல இருக்கேன், வாத்தியாருக்கு 200 ரூபாய் கொடுத்துட்டேன், அவர் தவசம் பண்ணிடுவார். தட்ஸ் 2000 ரூபாய் கொடுத்துட்டேன், 20000 ரூபாய் கொடுத்துட்டேன், தக்ஷன் நிறைய வச்சுட்டேன் வாத்தியாருக்கு. ஐ எம் சோ ஹாப்பி தட் வாத்தியாருக்கு நிறைய கொடுத்துட்டேன். இஸ் தட் த வே? ஸோ ஹி சேஸ், உன்னோடதை நீ ஒழுங்கா பண்ணாம யூ எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் சொசைட்டி டு சேஞ்ச். We are not changing ourselves. And the fact that we are not changing ourselves is only because we have stopped getting better.
All right, the full video is available in my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. And you log in for the Pargo, you'll find it very, very interesting.
9034.
Last week we had aired our 100th show, the centenary show. It was an iconic and a landmark show, and it was very well attended by the attendees. We had a small celebration in-house in Tapovan. Let's have a look at the small video. Hello everybody, good evening. Yesterday, on the 26th of November 2023, we aired our 100th episode of our weekly Zoom show. It was very well attended. This being an iconic event, a landmark event, the residents thought it fit to have a small celebration in the assembly hall this evening. So at tea time, we had a small celebration of cake cutting to commemorate the airing of 100th episode. We made a small video of this celebration. Let's have a look at it. Thank you.
Very nice.
Second year anniversary பண்ணிட்டோம்.
பகவான் கொடுப்பார். Come on. Take it. நமக்கு எட்டபடி சாப்பிடலாம் பிடிக்காதியா
Okay, this is how we find excuses to have celebrations in house, and that's how life goes on. It is not we time to move to the next segment of introducing the guest speaker. Well, Mohandas is a very well-known personality in his own right. He doesn't need an introduction. But then we have a procedure to follow. And also for the benefit of new joiners this evening, an introduction becomes necessary. Coming into the show as an opportunity of reading his profile, it's a very nice one. Let me read it out for you. Mr. Mohan Krishnan is a retired currency officer, Reserve Bank of India, presently settled in Chennai. No wonder he's going to talk about money this evening. He is a professional storyteller and happiness coach. His depth of knowledge in banking and economics helps in narrating stories from commerce and industry. Mohan Krishnan had his spiritual education under learned masters. His grounding in the heritage of Bharat is strong and can narrate impactful stories from the heritage and from other cultures as well. Being a movie buff, Mohan Krishnan tells stories from and of the world of celluloid. He also sings old Hindi movie songs as an avocation. Well, we are yet to have a program of his singing songs. He also conducts Bhagavad Gita sessions. That's about a short and sweet profile of Mohanda, our guest this evening. Now it's time for the guest speaker to take over, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, we'll all have a mic in mute status, and on its completion, we'll have an open session. Mohanda, the floor is all yours now.
Thank you, Subbu. Namaskar, Bandhugan.
Namaskar.
Being from Bengal, I love greeting this Bengali way. Namaskar, Bandhugan. It's Bandhugan. So in Bengali, we say Bandhugan. And it is Namaskar, we say Namaskar. So have a Rasagullah in your mouth, you can speak Bengali very easily. And the subject for today, be objective money, about money, or it can create problems. We're going to cover a few areas there. One, what is money? What it can do, what it cannot do. More importantly, what it can do to you if you don't know how to be objective. That's the most important part. So, it is not going to be purely an economics or Reserve Bank talk. In the Reserve Bank, I used to be in charge of releasing currency. And it gave me a great insight into money. Being the currency officer, at any point of time, I was sitting on top of, there was a vault, and on top of the vault was my office. I used to sit on a few thousand crores of money. Okay. And what was the attitude? Doesn't belong to me. Made life easy. Even if you started thinking, if it belonged to me, then it's a problem. So, not only it's going to be from economics and finance side, I'm going to also look at it from our scriptures, particularly what Vedanta has to say about money, particularly a text of Adi Shankara called Bhaja Govindam, what it has to say about money. Let's look at it. Okay, ready? So, money is something all of us want, without exception. And there are certain trades in which they say in the money, out of money, and things like that. And the one common experience of all of us is we are all out of money, never in the money. So we all have this out of money experience. And let's see what it is. Okay, money. When you look at the definition as available in economics, it says money is a store of value. It's a measure of value. And it's a medium of exchange. Reading further about money, it says, money is never ever demanded for itself. Money is demanded for what it can buy. There is a wise man. There was a wise man called Rockefeller. He said, I do agree that money does not give you happiness. Okay. But it helps me look for happiness and comfort. He also said, when somebody had written, money is not, is useless. So he said, yeah, make a lot of money before you make such statements. So whatever you say, money is required. In fact, if you look at Mahavishnu, Sri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. I will take care of your yoga and shema. What is yoga? Aprapyasya prapanam iti yoga, prapyasya rakshanam iti shema. For all of that, you have to pay a premium, and for that, he is married to Mahalakshmi. Yoga kshemam vahamyaham I can do only if I am married to Mahalakshmi. That's why Shiva went and sat on the Kailasha. He said, look after yourself, don't come to me. At best, I have a Nandi who can possibly knock you down, nothing more. Okay, we'll see that later. So money is not demanded for itself, it's demanded for what it can buy. Now, first let's see, how do you, last week I was happy to read about, I even saw the video of Sampath talk about values, human values. The value for money, you are not born with a value for money. You pick up the value for money. You pick it up. It's a well assimilated value and it cannot be rid of easily. So let's see how do you pick up value for money? As a child, I told my father I wanted something. So he took me to a nearby shop. People in Kolkata, people who lived with me in Kolkata and in Lake Road, we were in Lake Road. At the corner of the Lake Road, there used to be one shop called Lakeview Stores. So I used to go to Lakeview Stores with my father and I asked for something. I found the shopkeeper looking at my father. Now my father nodded. And that fellow gave me what I want. So I realized that I can get things if my father said yes. Once in a while, I realized that there was colorful paper which changed hands. Paper of some color changed hands. And that also got me what I wanted. So now I realized that this paper buys. And in due course, I realized that this paper is called money. And for everything, little thing, school admission, fees, so much. You have to pay so much. You want this, you have to pay so much. So, money and the value for money slowly started growing on me when I realized something, money buys. And as we grow older, and as we started managing our lives, and as we keep growing older, we realize something else. Nothing buys like money. So money has become a well assimilated, well ingrained, experienced value. So now to suppose somebody comes and tells me, money cannot do anything for you. I say, okay, sir, here is my Google Pay, transfer it to me. It did not do anything for you, but it does a lot of things for me. So let's understand, what does money do? I don't have to tell you. Money does a lot of things. It buys. It helps me buy facilities. It gives me a sense of economic well-being. And the sense of economic well-being gives me a great sense of esteem, a self-esteem. When I walk on the streets, the newspapers, the social media platforms talk about somebody from Kolkata who was not even worth 2,000 rupees in the 1990s. Today he's worth about 2,000 crores. He gets a lot of mileage. So it gives me self-esteem. Gives me a great sense of power. I can buy just about anything. Okay. In fact, there was a very big person. There is a very big person, a very big industrialist in India. He says everybody can be bought. Only the price has to be right. That's all. Anybody can be bought. That's only the price has to be right. So it buys like, nothing buys like money. It buys me facilities. It gives me a sense of economic well-being. It gives me a sense of power. I can travel just about anywhere I please with the best of facilities. More importantly, I can get, this is a very big thing, I have enough money to be treated from any illness. Any illness I have, money can be. That's what is I understand. Now comes a quotation from Steve Jobs. One day he had some kind of problem and he was admitted to a hospital. I believe he was unconscious for 3 days and he woke up. Oh, he said, I woke up to all those blinking, glittering lights around me emanating from so many machines. And then the diagnosis came and the doctor says, you have so much time only. He says, that means it's time for me to pack up. Then he says, I realized that my billions of dollars cannot buy me one extra day of life. Okay. The Viveka came to him pretty late in life. Now, assuming the Viveka came to him before he started Apple, do you think he would have not made all the money? So therefore, in one of the Upanishads, there is a statement. It starts like this. Parikshya lokan karma chitan brahmano nirvedam ayat. Parikshya lokan, having understood what money can do. Okay, he reflected nirvedam ayat. He developed a certain vairagya. So we have to understand, vairagya here doesn't mean I don't want money. That's a very crucial aspect of Vedanta and money linked together. When I say vairagyam towards money, it doesn't mean I don't want money. It only means I ascribe the right value to money. No overvaluation, no undervaluation. Money is money. Now let's look at this. There are 3 realities that you and I encounter on a daily basis. 2 realities are well known. The third reality has to be discerned. The reality which you and I face is called transactional reality. Vyavaharika Satya. Then there is something called absolute reality. That is called Paramarthika Satya. Then there is one more reality called Pratibhasika Satya. Subjective reality. So let's take money. Money has a transactional reality. It has purchasing power. It's a store of value. It's a measure of value. What is the absolute reality? Money, like so many things, is required for leading a life. Artha kama vyavastha. When it's required. It is not denied, it's required. Okay, that's a reality. Now comes a most important reality, which makes you ascribe your value for money. That is called pratibhasika satyam or subjective reality. So there is a poor man's subjective reality. There is a middle class subjective reality. There is an upper class subjective reality. Every class, every person, man, woman, everybody has a reality, subjective reality. So what is the subjective reality in which all of us are brought up? Without money, you are nobody. And Adi Shankara also confirms this to you. He says, Yavat vittoparjana sakta tavan nija parivaro raktaha pascha jivati jajjara dehe vartham kopi na prichhati gehe. As long as you have a regular source of income, some corpus, everybody will come and ask you, Saukyama, how are you? Kaise hain? Kya hal hai? Bhalo achen to. But once all that is gone, Jarjara Dehe, when you lose your capacity to make a Google Pay transfer or sign a check, Vartham ko pina prichhati gehe, nobody even talks to you. So this is a subjective reality, a well ascertained reality that without money, I am nobody. So what happens is, for us to be objective about money, for me to have a proper relationship with money, I should be honest about this subjective reality. So rather than go on stage and be a hypocrite saying, no, I don't value money and all, please accept the fact you value money. As you grow older, you value money even more. All the people in Tapovan, all the people living in retirement homes, what have you written down as your agenda? Be financially independent. So that means you have value for money. So don't come and tell the younger generation, no, money does not do anything. Hey, money buys me a good retirement home, good retirement facilities. It can get me an up-to-date laptop for us to get into Zoom. It can get me also a paid Zoom connection. Wherever I am in technology, so money buys. So objectivity is first accepting the subjectivity that I have about money. I'm not playing with words, okay? That I have a value for money which is different from you all. I should be objective. I should accept that reality first. For me, money is important. So don't go about telling people I am not so keen about money. Write it in your book. Money is important to me. Money is important. Please write it. I would like to have an independent means of income. Having decided that, Adi Shankara comes with one more. It is in the verse 2 of the Bhaja Govinda. I quoted Yavat Vittoparjana Sakta later. I am now quoting second, verse 2. It says, Mudha jahihi dhanagama trishna kuru sadbuddhim manasi vitrishna yallabhase nija karmopatam vittam tena vinodaya chittam. Okay. Mudha. Mudha means not a fool. It's always translated everywhere is a Mudha. Mudha is not a fool. Mudha is a fellow whose priorities are not clear. That's all. One whose priority is not clear is a Mudha. See, Chennai, there is a cyclonic alert. Right from the time India was independent, every day, every year, they go to all these places, flooded places, but nobody has ever been able to solve the problem. So such people are called what? People whose priorities are not clear. The priority to solve a problem is not. That's not the priority. So such persons are referred to as Mudha. Mudha jahihi, give up. What? Dhana, naha. Dhana agamam, no. Dhana agama trishna. See, dhana agamam is done by action. Dhana agama trishna is done here. By what? You are looking into a social media platform. You are intending to buy some apartments. You wanted to get into a gated community. You are looking at where it is. So I look at Chennai. Okay, by a great builder. I am looking at Chennai Anna Nagar. 2.99 crores. Starting from 2.99 crores, end up at 4 crores. Now your Trishna starts. I wish I had more money. I wish I didn't slog in this clerical job all my life. I wish I married into a richer family. I wish my father was not a Vedantin who spent money on everybody and did not save anything. See how the Trishna has started working? So, Dhana, stop making money here. Start making money with this. Our problem is we make money here. Like people, you come home and say, I went to a friend's house today and they gave me some excellent, you name a tiffin. So there'll be some ladies at home who will go immediately to the kitchen and make the thing for you. Or at least will prepare in the next meal. There are some people who will give you a long lecture on how to make it. So I tell people, I don't need to know how to make it, but can you make it? Because I can't make it. So, Mudha Jahihi Dhana Agama Trishna. Take it out of here. Our money making ideas are here. Nothing is implemented. Do you invest in the stock market? Do you invest in futures and options? Do you invest in real estate? Do you at least know the sources from which you can increase your money supply, your wealth? Do you at least know? No, none of us knows. Let's see 4 quadrants, okay? We know only 1 quadrant. And some of us perhaps knows the 2nd quadrant. How does money work? Money follows certain laws. It follows certain. How does it work? Quadrant number 1. You work for somebody, you sell skill to one person, you are paid for it. Okay? You have some skills which you sell to many people and you are paid for. So the people in the 2nd quadrant make more money than the 1st quadrant. Then comes the 3rd quadrant. You make and sell certain things. It definitely makes more money for you than the 1st, 2nd quadrant. Now comes the 4th quadrant. The fellow who makes money work for him. Money is Ashura Shakti. If you know how to make it work for you, it provides you great dividends. Warren Buffett. He invests. He is alive to the market condition and money flows in. He doesn't make it here. He says, okay, this is the idea. Why don't you try this? Why don't you try this? This is something I will not touch. This is something I will touch. So, Mudha Jahihi Dhana Agama Trishna. Kuru Sadbuddhim. Sadbuddhim here can also be know how to use money properly. How to make money properly. Manasi Vitrishna. Without that, I wish I had so much. I wish I had so much. You remove this thought and start working for it. Then, Kuru Sadbuddhim Manasi Vitrishna Yallabhase Nija Karmo Patam. Whatever rewards come to you out of your own work, Vittam Tena Vinodaya Chit. That is true wealth. And there is a small indicative arrow there which says Vittam Tena Vinodaya Chittam. A free inner leisure, anxiety-free condition. Krishna is, I am anxious. Will money come? Will money come? When I say, Vinodaya Chittam, I am free from anxiety to enjoy the wealth that I have created. See, look at our 1st quadrant people, how people live. Post-retirement, you will have some corpus. Every day, you will be checking your bank balance. Somebody will say, sir, 1.5% more that fellow will give. And the day you put there, your sugar level will go up because you don't know when that fellow will wind up and go. And the day you decide to put money in one of those public sector banks at 5.5%, somebody will say, what, sir, even inflation level, you are. This is the way life you lead. Krishna. Can we change it to Vinodaya Chittam? Hey, I am at this age. I have abundance. I have enough inflow to take care of Yogakshema. Vinodaya Chittam. What I want is freedom here and a healthy life. I don't have insurance for 10 lakhs is not the worry. My worry should be I should be in better health. Why look whether I have 10 lakhs or 100 lakhs insurance? Everybody these days is worried. If one joint goes, the replacement tells me the real value of the joint. Till the joint starts giving me trouble, I have no idea what is the value of the joint. Only when the value says that the joint starts becoming shaky and the doctor gives you an estimate, you understand what's the value of the joint. So, Vittam Tena Vinodayach. Learn to understand, learn to appreciate and enjoy the inflows that you have. Vittam Tena Vinodaya Chittam. Shankara goes a little further in one of the verses. He says, Ma kuru dhana jana yavvana garvam harati nimeshat kala sarvam maya mayam idam akhilam sarvam. I'm not going to the fourth line. Okay. Ma kuru. So let us leave out the jana and all those things. Dhana garvam. Let not my psychological well-being, emotional well-being be hooked on to how much money I have. If my psychological well-being, if my emotional well-being is linked to my bank balance, remember, Harati Nimeshat Kalaha Sarvam. You don't have bank accounts. It's a real life story, okay? There's a person who has very little in his bank accounts. And all his money is stored in 2,000 rupee notes at home. Now comes the announcement. 2,000 rupee note no longer valued from this date. What happens? Harati nimeshat kala sarvam. The fellow called me. Sir, you were currency officer in Reserve Bank. Can you help me exchange, sir? I said, even while working there, I was not doing any mischief. Now I'm a retired fellow. Nobody will entertain me there. See, this is what happens. Harati nimeshat kalaha sarvam. The passage of time. Okay, let's go back. 60s. We are all in our 60s. Late 60s. Some of are touching 60. 60s. Lake Market. There are many people from Kolkata here. Okay. Lake Market. For 1 rupee, what could you buy? Whole day's shopping. Next day was Chandi Homam in my house. My mother purchased the entire grocery for 2 rupees. Now you say, I have 2 rupees. The beggar will say, I will give you 2 more. Go buy 1 shingada and eat. So, Harati Nimeshat Kalaha Sarvam. Money value gets eroded over a period of time. It is a clear case of Anatma Maya. Just as your body gets eroded, body has 3 stages, no? Growing, graying, going. Many of us are in the growing stage, going stage. In the same way, money. Growing, graying, going. At some point of time, it will go. And if you are a person who is a kanjus, kripana, all the money you have, on the day you are gone, somebody will take it away. So therefore he says, Harati Nimesha Maya Mayam Akhilam, meaning there is a value which I have imposed on money, which is Maya Mayam. I have taken it upon myself that if I have so much money, I will be happier. This is the problem. The second part of the sentence you have to change. If I have so much money, I need not be necessarily happy, but I can have better financial elbow room. I need someone, suppose I am alone and living in Coimbatore all alone. There is no friend of mine. Nobody is coming to see me. Tomorrow, let's say 2 days from now is my birthday. If I have enough money, what can I tell? I can tell you 22 of you, wherever you are, I will pay your airfare up and down. I will have individual cars receiving you. I will accommodate you and then we will have a party. I can do that. But I need not necessarily be happy. I must have the heart to spend so much. So that, holding on to money, kripana, it's a kripana attitude is somebody who doesn't spend money even on himself, does not necessarily be happy. So a statement change is needed. The change of statement is, if I have more money, I am maybe economically strong. I can command more resources. I have a certain value in a society that values money. Please understand. If you had seen the movie Titanic is sinking and people are being transferred to that floats. One fellow takes out a lot of pounds and gives it to him and says, please, can you accommodate me? That fellow throws the money on his face. So when the Titanic is sinking, all the money that you have in your pocket is of no use. All the money that you have in your bank account is of no use if you can't use internet and there is no net connection. That's why they've said, tomorrow there's a cyclone alert in Chennai, see that you are properly, your power banks and all these other methods are all kept charged. You can't buy one screw pin without power. So this being the situation, so remember this. Then Sri Krishna, Adi Shankara comes to a very powerful line in the Bhaja Govindam. He says, Artham anartham bhavaya nityam. Artham anartham bhavaya nityam. Artha means money. Anartham means meaningless. Artha also means meaning. Artha also means wealth. Artha Shastra. Artham anartham bhavaya nityam. There is need for doing vichara. The vichara is in and through the pursuit of artha. What is it that you are seeking? What are you really seeking through money? What you are seeking through money is not available for sale. So, artham anartham bhavaya nityam. Not for sale, sir. They'll tell you, only demo, not for sale. I am willing to pay $100 million. Sorry, sir, not for sale. See, these days when you go to buy a flat or apartment or house or something, they take you to, sir, will you come to our site? Yes. I will take you to a model flat. So it will be made exactly like your condition. There will be a sofa there, there will be a dining table, there will be beds, there will be TV, there will be washroom, there will be kitchen, taps, faucets, Jaguar faucets, state-of-art interiors. Okay, so you have got artham in your hand. Now, inside that apartment, you are feeling thirsty. Can you open one of those glitzy faucets and have a glass of water to drink? No, you have to take your own bottle. He says, sir, no water, sir. Outside is the site only, it's available. In that kitchen, can you make yourself a cup of tea? You are so tired. Can you sit on the sofa there? No, collapse. It's cardboard. Artham anartham bhavaya nityam. What you think as artham is not real artham. what you want out of money is not really available through money. If you understand that money buys me facilities, money buys me things, money buys me influence, money perhaps buys me what called some award is given. There are some clubs which tell you, if you give me a lakh of rupees, now lakh of the price has gone up. I was told 20 years ago, if you can arrange for a lakh of rupees, we will give you our clubs for the sake of honor award. So I have to pay, get an award and hang it on my almari, on my wall. Somebody will come and say, you paid for it, is it? You never got it, you paid for it. Artham anartham bhavaya nityam. So now let us look at what is the real artham that you are seeking in your life. What is it that we are seeking in our life? Okay, we have to take recourse only to one subject, and that is Vedanta. And at the Vedanta, we will look at the most undergraduate available material, Bhagavad Gita. It says, very, very simple. Atmanyevatmana tushtaha. It's right. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan. Atmanyevatmana tushtaha sithadhir muniruchyate. So it is to be read the other way. Atmanyevatmana tushtaha san. When you are looking for inner content happiness. Sarvan kaman prajahati. Meaning the value that you have ascribed for artha, money, it undergoes a paradigm shift. You don't have to drop anything at all. To be happy from inside, you don't have to write out checks and donate it to everybody all over the world. That's a problem. You think to be a happy person, you have to give away money. You are happy, you are unhappy with money. Now you will be unhappy without money. It is not giving away money, it is giving away the trishna, the hold that money will make me a happier person. Just leave that. That value disappears, falls off. Then you realize. How do you realize? You have to necessarily go into Vedanta. Atmani eva atmana tushtaha. Some simple examples. People have traveled abroad. Okay? People who have traveled to US. You have traveled to see the Niagara Falls. Then you stand in front of that great body of water and watch the water flow. What happens to you? Have you realized? There is a person available there who has no wants whatsoever. He wants to be in the moment, enjoying the beauty of the moment. Present there. Otherwise, we live our life in the past. When you live in the past, depression. When you live in the future, anxiety. If you live in the now. My friend Karthikeyan, we studied together in school. Yeah? Karthikeyan, when you sing, how do you feel? When you get a note right, how do you feel? Everything stands still. You're alive then and there. Past doesn't matter. How world treated you doesn't matter. The absence or presence of hair on your head doesn't matter. How it will be 2 years down, why 2 years down the line, 3 months down, 1 month down the line, tomorrow morning doesn't matter. Are you alive then and there? You can get it in music. In bhakti you can get. In seva, paropakara you can get. So artham anartham bhavaya nityam. No need to give up money. No need to stop earning money. Stop this trishna that without money I am a nobody. And for this we have to make certain changes. For instance, after I retired, they used to call me from the bank regularly to address retirees, people who are supposed to retire in the next 3 to 6 months. And now they call me in various places. They say, please come and tell, sir, because they find Post-retirement, I'm a very happy fellow. I say I'm a storyteller and always cheerful, laughing, singing songs and things like that. This is a, please come and tell us how to lead a retired life. So they changed it. They said, sir, public want to know after retirement, what earning opportunities I have. I told them I don't give a talk like that, whatever be the payment. Because I am telling you, I have retired so that I don't want to run after money hereafter. And you come and tell me how to make money. I said, if you have not made money properly and saved properly till you are 60, you can't do anything after that. You should have done it before. So, artham anartham bhavaya nityam. This is very, very important. It is important to go from quadrant 1 to quadrant 4. Make money work for you. And for making money work for you, remember, vitta upadana. You have to remember, nija karma upatam. Don't hand over. Somebody will come and tell you today, sir, I am this company. Invest so much with us. I will assure you an annual return of 20%. Hey, what do I have to do? Give me your login ID and password. And what do I do? Remember, yavat vittoparjana sakar. Especially you have to say, ma kuru dhana jana, because 1 minute is 20% can become minus 20% also. You learn to manage your money yourself. People who want to work in stock markets, please study. Just because Junjunwala made so much, need not necessarily that you should make. You decide. All of us, not everybody can bat like Virat Kohli. Not everybody can bat like Maxwell. You can't dribble the ball like a Pele did or a Maradona or a Messi does. Not everybody can do that. There is a physical limitation. We have to work within those physical limitations. So check what is it that you want in life. Because the moment you enter the stock market, you want to trade and things like that, you are actually playing with money. The stock market goes up like this, your heartbeat and sugar level will also go up like this. Whatever action you do, there is a matching reaction. There will be an outcome. If you want to play with money, the tension of money will always be with you. It will definitely follow you around. Remember this, artham anartham bhavaya nityam. And very important, it's a very important thing that all of us should do if you learn to relate properly with money. 1, write down your financial goals. Write it down, don't keep it here. Write down your financial goals. And don't compare it with the Sultan of Brunei's financial goals. Okay, you will read Sultan of Brunei's financial goals. His toilet is, plumbing is made of gold. You don't need it. You need a place to relieve yourself. You need gold plumbing there. So write down your financial goals. After writing down your financial goals, write down your course of action for yoga kshema of that financial goal. See, Krishna says, yoga kshemam vahamyaham, provided you learn to look after things properly. You leave your door open and leave your cash box open and say, Krishna will take care. Yes, Krishna will take care. He will pass it on to somebody who is smart enough to come to your house and take it away. Because Krishna says this to everybody, no? Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. So when he says, Ananyas chintayanto mam yejana pari, it doesn't mean Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. It means thinking about your priorities clearly. What's your priority clearly? As senior citizens, I think most of us here are senior citizens, some touching 60, some beyond 60, 70s. We are truly, and in another, how many years? 20 years maximum. Every 5th Indian will be a senior citizen. Let's say the population then is 150 crores. 1/5 of the population will be senior citizens. And as senior citizens, this is no longer sharp enough to play in the stock market. This is no longer sharp enough to do business. This is no longer sharp enough or strong enough to take risk. So rewrite your agenda, rewrite your priorities. The priority after a certain age is, I want good, decent health in keeping with my age. At 70, I don't want a 20-year-old. I want decent health. I want to lead a life free from conflict. People say peaceful. What is this nimmadi? This nimmadi is free from conflict. Should I do this? Should I not? I should have done. This is my thought process. Should I do this? Should I not do this? I should have done this. I should not have done this. This is our thought process. Especially when it comes to money. And if it comes to money, and if this is your thought process, money eats you away. It eats away your inner peace. There is a beautiful story. There was a fellow who had nothing. And he was very happy. So the king said, I envy that fellow. And his minister said, his Raja Guru said him, it's very easy to make him unhappy. He said, oh. He said, just leave an anonymous note in his house that this bag contains 100 gold coins. Your problems are solved with effect from today. The husband, wife, and family, they are thrilled. Oh my God, 100 gold coins. They start counting. They find only 99. They spend the rest of their life looking for the missing one gold coin, not knowing how to enjoy the 99 gold coins. Money can do this to you. Again, there were two fellows. They came to both of them were very wise, spiritual people. They came to the Raja, and the Raja said, you are good people, you are doing puja. Tell me, what can I do for you? So one fellow said, sir, I want 2 cows. He said, what for? He said, I do puja daily, so I want to milk the cow, do abhishekam. He said, okay, give him 2 cows. They asked the second fellow, what do you want? He said, sir, make the fellow give me 1 bucket of milk every day for my puja. Now tell me who's intelligent. So rewrite your priorities. Learn to lead a more intelligent life with respect to money. Accept that there is subjectivity and work on that subjectivity so that you become objective towards money. You understand what it can do, what it cannot do, and what it certainly can do to you if you are not careful. Very important. Okay. Then, they say in jest. That I created in one of those storytelling workshops. Money is Mahalakshmi. And let's say you chase Mahalakshmi. What will happen? You chase a lady, what will happen? Either you will get beaten up or she will go and complain to her husband. She will run away to her husband. So don't run after Mahalakshmi. She will go to Narayana. But suppose you go after Narayana and Narayana has no peace of mind because of you. Lakshmi will come and tell you, you want money. No, leave my husband money alone. I will give you what you want. So Narayana here stands for Sat Buddhi, proper priorities, clear priorities. When your priorities are clear, Sat Buddhi is there. That is the Vittam Mahalakshmi will take care of you. Okay, so money, relate to it properly. We are in a yuga where money is high priority. Satya Yuga, truth was high priority. Treta Yuga, assets started becoming higher priority. Dwapara Yuga, more value for assets and possessions and power. Kali Yuga, asset is top priority. Wealth is top priority. Okay, and it also adds, when you have Garvam, what happens? The system, the cosmic system has a way of correcting it. It has a way of correcting it. What will happen? Mahabali had a lot of Garvam on his giving power. It took one Vamana avatar to take care of it. Came as Vamana, tell me what you can give. I want only 3 measures of land by my foot. He said, my foot, I can give it to you. And the foot did all the damage. Understanding priorities, intelligent living is high priority. Health is high priority. Happiness is high priority. Family is high priority. Paropakara is high priority. And for all this, if Vittam can be used, I am blessed. So I close with these 5 important priorities that all of us should have. And if that priority is clear, Vitta will come to you. First priority, Bhuta Yajna, well-being of all life forms. A respectful, reverential attitude towards nature is Bhuta Yajna. Not polluting water, not polluting air, feeding birds, feeding insects, growing plants, Bhuta Yajna. Second one, Deva Yajna. A certain disciplined lifestyle, looking for something more valuable in life. Deva Yajna. Rishi Yajna, discovering that value in life. By study of Vedanta, we all come from Rishi Parampara. So discovering that value in life is Rishi Yajna. Spend time in puja, at least in Sandhya Vandana every day. Once a day Sandhya Vandana. Everybody can do, not just men, even women can. And spend time a little bit, once a week, if you can, on study of Bhagavad Gita, undergraduate course. I run on every Friday, I run Bhagavad Gita classes. People interested can enroll. Once a week, Bhagavad Gita, Rishi Yajna. Fourth Yajna, Pitru Yajna. The elders in the society should be taken care of. Don't tell the elder in your house, you are old enough, why don't you stay at home? Why do you have all this Asha Pasha and all? Hey, if the fellow wants a pizza, take him, get him one slice of pizza. You don't lose anything. Don't keep complaining that this old man can't stay at home. He also wants to go out. He wants to enjoy his 21-year-old lifestyle. If there is a child, when you were a child, didn't he indulge you, your father? You messed ice cream and threw it on his soup. Did he say anything? So Pitru Yajna is taking care of the elders in the society, not just in your, start with your house, but in the society. Make the society convenient. Walking, going on the roads. I should be able to, as an elder, as a senior person, I should be able to go out on my own, not depend on who is going to hold my hand. Is there an incline in your building? Are there too many steps to your house? There should be no such concern. Pitru Yajna. Fifth Yajna is Manushya Yajna. Treat other fellow human being well. If you are able to do these 5 yajnas, it will give you Vinodaya Chitta, and the money that flows in for this work will take care of Yoga Kshema, yours and the others. Bhagavan says, do these 5 yajnas. It's my job to provide you resources. It's my job to provide you resources. I'll conclude with one small story. There were 2 sadhus who were going to see their guru. They studied 30 years ago, they are going back. So sadhu number 1 said, money is not important to me. So sadhu number 2 said, over a period of time, I have discovered money is important. So when they were crossing a small stream, it was in a spate. And the boatman said 500 rupees per head. Sadhu number 1 did not have. He said, I will wait. Sadhu number 2 said, I will pay for it. And they crossed over. So sadhu number 2 to sadhu number 1, do you now agree that you need to work for money? Sadhu number 1 says, I am even more convinced I need not work for money. Because if my goals are correct, somebody else like you will come for me and pay for me also. That's the kind of Shraddha I need on Yoga Kshemam Bhamyam. I will be taken care of. So this is what Vittam can do. Vinodaya Chittam Bhavaya Nittam. You want Vinodaya Chittam, a conflict-free, happy person whose mere presence can make people happy. Vittam can contribute. Vittam can contribute to that. Artham can contribute to that. By udharata, by your generosity, by your capacity to give. So, up to a point of time, you have been a consumer. Now become a contributor. Money helps in contribution. Om. May you all have a wonderful year end, because next year is here. Maybe change paradigms. Don't wait for 2024 New Year resolution. Okay. No resolution. I take a resolution not to take a resolution. If you want to change your paradigms, change it now. Not tomorrow. Not day after. Not on 31st. Now. Today. Now. At the end of the session. Wonderful. Om. Thank you, Subbu. Thank you, all of you. Namaskar.
Thank you, Mohan. That was an awesome session, giving a lot of inputs for us to think over, ponder over. Maybe we'll think about it and definitely take all your advice and follow them one by one. Now, without wasting much of our time, I would like to open the session and let others also tell what they have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly open up mic and to சொல்லுங்க. Mona, madam, you can start.
Namaskaram.
Namaskar.
Wonderful speech by Sri Mohan Krishna.
Thank
I
you.
always like his speech. Very, very, what I tell, your dance, and we are also like that only. Money is necessary, but
It is. The
நீங்க
whole
சொன்ன
thing is
மாதிரி லோக சேவா நமக்கு வேணுங்கிற வச்சுக்கணும் செய்யணும். அந்த 5 பூத யஜ்ஞம் 5 யஜ்ஞம் சொன்னேளே அது ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் செஞ்சுட்டு இருந்தாலே நமக்கு ஒரு பீஸ் கிடைக்கும்.
Correct.
நல்லா இருக்கலாம். நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி நான் ஒரு 20-30 இயர்ஸா எனக்குள்ள பிளான் பண்ணி குழந்தைகளை முன்னுக்கு கொண்டு இது மாதிரி இருக்கணும்னு ஒரு லைஃப்.
Lovely.
உங்களோட இது ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது. Once I want you pure Tamil lecture.
Okay. I'll try that. I'll try that.
Like your lectures. I want your Tamil lecture once. Thank you. Namaskaram. Thank you, Taban.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram, Karthik.
Yeah. It's always a pleasure listening to you, Mohan. Actually, after a long time, I'm attending this Tapovan Sandhya. Actually, I've been away for quite some time. Anyway, I'm back again. So, actually, and the Deva Yagyam, can you please repeat for me?
Okay. Deva Yagya is essentially a disciplined religious lifestyle. So, if you are doing Nitya Puja, do Nitya Puja. If you are leading a Sandhya Vandana, you must necessarily do all the Vihita Karma and, particularly Vihita Karma when it comes to religious lifestyle. Then visit temples, do Purta Karma, contribute to Annadanam.
Yeah.
That is a Deva. Deva means, see, for us, God is not, nobody needs to prove that there is God for me. How do you know God exists? I don't have to prove it. I don't have to get into a debate with this fellow to say whether Thana Dharma is there or not. Such fellows, you walk away from them. That's all. Deva Yagya, I don't need to prove. Did you have a great-grandfather? That I am here today proves that I had a great-grandfather. So is there Deva? Yes. Does your heart function? That's proof that God is there. So appreciating Deva in all the laws. See, if there is cyclone alert, it's Devas. Money itself follows certain orders. Orders means laws, Kanun. And that is Ishvara's manifestation. If there is hard work, money will flow. If there is adharma, the same money will destroy you. That is Ishvara's order, manifestation of Ishvara. Too much money will give you sugar. Ishvara's order. There was a very beautiful statement in a movie. I don't remember the movie in which that superstar says, if money is handful, you can manage. If money is up to this, money will manage. So, absolutely. That is Deva Yagya. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. No, actually, that is what. Actually, as long as we are controlling the money, it's perfect. Once the money starts controlling us, then all the problem starts. So we must be the boss. So wonderful.
In which Krishna tells this fellow is a fellow who does cooking for a hotel. Krishna says, suppose I give you so much, what will you do? Suppose I give you so much, what will you do? Finally, he says, if I give you all the money on the earth, what will you do? He says, I will buy you. He says, I will buy you. There is a section in the Taittiriya Upanishad that says, if you have the overlordship of earth, you are young and wealthy, that is equal to Manushya Ananda, 1 unit of Manushya Ananda. 1,000 times that is some other Ananda. It is possible if you had proper Vairagya. Vairagya simply means the right attitude towards it.
Absolutely.
Money is useful, yes. I control it, not the other way around. There are certain boundaries beyond which I will not go for earning and maintaining money. There are certain things I won't do for money.
Absolutely. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Subudha, thank you once again for everything. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Next year, then. Anybody else? Yes, please. Samsung. Mike on will go, please.
Yeah, Mangalam asked a question. Is this available as a recording? Yes, Mangalam, it's available as a recording. It will be available.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Thank you. Thank you, Mohanji. It was an awesome discussion.
Yeah, it will be available as a recording.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Namaste, Mohanji.
Hey, Manida. Namaskar.
Yeah, very glad to meet you once again. And I stand much better informed on certain points where I had a lot of doubts. Number two, also less confused on certain points. It was a great pleasure hearing you after a long time, and we are blessed to have people like you to enlighten us more than enlighten us. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Adieu.
I like this usage rather than entertain, enlighten. Lovely. But I do both.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Why enlightenment itself is an entertainment. Isn't it? Enlightenment is entertainment. Okay, bye. Thank you.
Hey, everybody else? Right, we move in the final segment of summarizing the talk and proposing vote of thanks. Mr. R. Subramanian, Secretary of the Board, will do the honors. Subramanian, sir, please go ahead.
எல்லாருக்கும் நமஸ்காரம். மாலை வணக்கங்கள். மிஸ்டர் மோகன் கிருஷ்ணனோட டாக் கேட்கறது, it is a very great pleasure to all of us. He is not the first time he is talking. His words are very powerful. His thoughts are pretty organized, and he doesn't beat around the bush and making his points. And he does say fearlessly whatever he feels is right. And all of us should make it a point to listen to him whenever he talks. And this has been one such talk, and we are exceptionally grateful for this. Anyway, getting more back on the formal mood, let me thank Madam Meenalochani for helping us to pray Anaviradamam நீலதலாயிராட்சி அம்மனை புகழ்ந்து பாடுறதுக்கு ஒரு ஹேதுவா இருக்கிறதுக்கு. Of course, we know about you very well. You are a coin officer. You are a professional storyteller. We really did miss a couple of songs you normally sing during your talk. And I requested you should give a session. Probably you are busy preparing for that. And you are a spiritual teacher. And you are Gita sessions you take. We know all of that. And we make it a point from Tapovan to listen to you, sir. This is a topic maybe pretty close to you because you have been eating money, breathing money, and living with money, as you said, sitting on crores and crores of it. Of course, never developing any emotional attachment to any of the things. And you started the talk by starting from very fundamental definitions. what is money, what it can do, what it cannot do. And you said very clearly, money is just not finance and economics. And you said they were going to dwell at length on Bhajagovindam to explain various aspects of money. Money is what it can buy. That is what all of us know about, basically. And you also said there are many things it cannot buy. You listed them progressively and touched upon those things that it can't buy during your talk at many points. And I fully agree with you. Before, a lot of people seem to make the statement, money is useless, money is nothing. But you brought about the Rockefeller stock, make a lot of money before you make such statements. Just making a statement empty, it doesn't make much sense. You need to earn the moral right to make such statements. That is the message you gave. Probably most of us listening to the talk, or most of us in part of the humanity, will not be able to reach the level to make that statement, which means ipso facto, you should earn money, and because it has got a lot of values, as much values it doesn't have. And you said you pick up the value, and you explained your experience, because when I took my grandson, that is years before when ATM had come in vogue, I was talking, I don't have money. He said, why are you worried about grandpa? Let us go to the machine, you press some numbers, money will come on your phone. Because what he did not know, now he knows that you need to put a lot of money before you press those buttons, and press the right buttons. And one of the things what I read is, to happiness in life, you need good health, obviously. You need good friends so that you will be able to share. The third one, the book says, you need to have a lot of assets. The fourth one it mentions is, you need to have money. Because if you don't have money, irrespective of the amount of assets you have, it has no value. And color paper, you learned, buys what is called money later. That is a early awareness what you got. Nothing buys leaking money, and it is told into you, or it becomes a part of you. And the parents do teach the value of money. Many times parents teach the positive value of money, and they fail to tell you where the limitation ends. And I can get treated with money. When you have money, sure. Steve Jobs, any amount of money could not buy his health. And it is pretty unfortunate we lost him, because money could not buy. And you started talking about vairagya towards money, and that is the way you said. And you talked about the three realities: transactional reality, absolute reality, and subjective reality. Those three things, you explained it well, and it got ingrained in the minds of the people, for sure. Objective, you accept that you value money, and you need to be financially independent. Money is important to all. திருக்குறள்ல சொல்ற மாதிரி, அருளில்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை, பொருளில்லார்க்கு இந்த உலகத்துல ஒன்றும் பிரயோஜனம் கிடையாது. As you said, ஆன முதலில் அதிகம் செலவானால், நீங்க பார்த்து சேமிக்கலன்னாக்க என்னென்னலாம் வரும்னு குழந்தையா இருக்கிறப்ப இந்த பாடெல்லாம் பள்ளிக்கூடத்துல சொல்லி தருவா. மானமடிந்து மதிகட்டு போன திசை எல்லாருக்கும் பொல்லனாய், ஏழ்பிறப்பும் தீயனாய், நல்லார்க்கும் பொல்லனாம் நாடு அப்படின்னு ஔவையார் சொல்லி வச்சிருக்கா. அது மட்டும் இல்ல, இல்லான இல்லாளும் வேண்டாள், இன்றெடுத்த தாய் வேண்டாள். So you really impressed on the value that you need to earn money, and more important is how not to get over attached or do things which the money need not really buy, or getting attached to it for the sake of attachment. And What you said is a 4-quadrant approach, which is a nice one to put it. The first quadrant you said, sell your skills to one, sell the skill to many, quadrant 2. Quadrant 3, we made to the king, make and sell things. And fourth one, make money do things for you. That is most important. The real rich people, they don't do any of the 3 things that is there in the 3 quadrant. They are adept in making the money work things what they wanted to be done in life. This doesn't come overnight. It requires a lot of practice. It requires a lot of life's experience as well. And you said, Vittam tena vinodaya chittam. It will make you free from anxiety, what you said. Yes. When you don't have money, you get old pretty fast because always it haunts you. If I don't have money, what I will do? And you said there is a time to earn money in life. Once you are over 60, thinking about the missed opportunities makes the situation worse. That's not the time you will be able to make money. What you can have is only worries. And you just said, Ma kududana jana yavvana garbham haradinimeshat kalas sarvam. Good one, grow, gray, and grow. That is what is the 3 stages of life. Pretty good. And you also quoted Attam bhavaya nityam. And you said, what the money you say you should be able to think. And for example, going into the model house, you can see things. It doesn't do anything. The reason advertisement, what you saw is a boy buys a good piece of pizza. His friend says, won't you share it with me? He said, immediately I will share. He takes his hand phone and shares, only the picture is seen. He could not enjoy the pizza, what his friend is sitting adjacent to him and eating. They are things that are very small advertisement, but they bring home a lot of messages. And what is really required, as you said, is the receptivity to understand, appreciate, and assimilate things. You said that, Bhagavad Gita is important. Life of the past leads you to depression. Life in future is full of anxiety. You must be like a guy who stands before Niagara or wherever it is. A small waterfall which you go and stand just makes you forget about the past and past and future and live in the present. That's what we need to do, you really said. And do not develop attachment, Krishna, you talked about. And stock market, people think whoever is novices, they feel that they can make money. They quote people who have made money. And the புளிய போட்டு பூனை சூடு போட்டுதானே இன்னொருத்தம் பணம் பண்றானேன்னு நம்ம பணம் பண்ண முடியாது. 2 தடவை முதல் தடவை விளையாடுறப்ப ஜெயிப்போம், 3வது தடவை எல்லாமே இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் அழைச்சிட்டு போயிடுது. That is what it is. You should do what is fit, what you are comfortable, what you are adept in doing, and what you are capable of doing, and what your financial resources are, rather than trying to imitate others and getting fooled in the process. It may be one man's food is another man's poison. We need to appreciate it. These points were well brought about by you, and you advised us that we should write our financial goals. And at the age what we are talking about, whom you address, the goals would be not to suffer for money, have a good health, enjoy giving to others, and seek the ananda, what has been talked about in Taittiriya Upanishad, as that young son of Varuna learned by hard work, and Tenancy learned that ananda is the ultimate truth in life. That is what we need to do. And write our action, and yoga kshema should be your goal, you said. And don't run after Mahalakshmi. She is known as Sanchal. She will run away. Go after Narayan because she will follow him. And the true story is what you said. And by the 99 gold coins, the rest of the life you get spent in searching for the 100 coin. And the guy who talks about, who asks for 2 cows versus the guy who wants milk, A guy who wants milk is much more smarter. He need not be feeding the cow. He need not be washing the cow. What he will get is what he needs. Nice ones. I think all of them need a lot of thinking and introspection before we are able to get it. Yes, the 5 yajnas in life, Bhuta yajna, Deva yajna, Rishi yajna, Pitru yajna, and Manusya yajna, we should follow. If we are able to do all these things and overcome the detachment, it doesn't mean you don't earn money, but you put it in its right place and make it work for you rather than working for that, and understanding the value of money and using it very judiciously would bring about a lot of peace, a lot of happiness, which is the very purpose of life. And all these points which we have brought about is exceptionally valuable. At least if you are able to pick up a few of them, our life will be much more meaningful than what it is today. Thanks a lot. Looking forward to more lectures from you, Mr. Mohan Krishnan. Have a nice evening. You are really talking about cyclone that is going to hit. Let all people be safe, and happiness, let it prevail. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you, Superman, sir. Wonderful submission as always. And thank you, Mohanza, for your valuable time. Thank you, Rochiri Mami, for the prayer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining the show. The recording of the show will be uploaded to YouTube sometime tomorrow. Kindly share the link as widely as possible. And that's a wrap up for all of us over here. Until we meet next, just wishing you all goodbye, good night, and Shubh Ratri.